y'all just have a battle, man, a standoff, a slam battle or some shit?
I suggested that.
Ooh, you called him out? She was bitching.
I ain't scared of that shit.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you ain't scared of shit. You sit between a nigga legs at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man, with that shit.
Hey, man, you sit between the nigga legs at the pool.
Don't get no peace treaty on this shit. It's too far gone.
No, y'all got to get piece it up, man.
You said I'd kick his ass and all that type shit, and it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying, like, I ain't that type of guy.
I know, and I would fight back.
Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa. What are you talking about?
You know what? The thing is, Corey.
Oh, brother.
You can't dodge this question, because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
No, sir.
said no.
Wallow gave a little ass up in jail.
I ain't mad at you, man, but
If they closed abortion clinics down and bitches got themselves together and had some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Damn, bro.
hey, man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful and then be this asshole who talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about shit too, dog.
You are funny off the misery and the trauma of bitches. Nobody wants to hear that shit you talking about. If it wasn't bitches with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show, nigga.
Remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody say, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
Yeah, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bitter bitch.
Damn. A BB. He remind you of a BB, a bitter bitch.
No, he said a triple B, a big bitter bitch.
A big bitter bitch.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this shit.
You like an old stripper bitch.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You a swimming pool opener, dog. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher go up there who going home with the money. Hey, man, if I done went to the pool party, I'll be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. Your ass was out there, dog.
Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings get into it via the phone. Like, this is crazy nowadays. You can just call a nigga up, right? But I'm looking at this and I have mixed feelings, right? Part of it is like, yo, shout out to Wallow and Gilly for trying to squash the beef between these two. But it's gone too far, nigga. It has gone too far. It's too late. There ain't no coming back from this. I don't care what nobody say. The nigga said, like, they just wilding out, right? They're given an opportunity to say their piece. And Corey was trying to be nice, but yet still throw shade. That nigga said, your asshole is open. Like, that shit it's nothing you can say that ain't gonna be more funnier than that. He was like, have you been penetrated? He was like, no. Okay, nigga. I think that Gilly and Wallow are childish because they knew that this was gonna go viral. They knew that everybody was going to be talking about it. And I'm sure Corey going to talk about it on Tuesday. I'm sure Donnell he got a podcast, but don't nobody really listen to that. So the fact of the matter is to get them both back and forth, right? It's hilarious to me. But I think Gilly and Wallow did this for views. Because they could have done this shit off camera. They could have done it off camera. And I'm happy that both sides didn't back down. I mean, for Donnell to say if it wasn't for broken women with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show. And Corey can say without Dave Chappelle, nigga Donnell would still be doing chilling circuit clubs. I think they're both true, right? Because I think Corey has a niche, as white people say, or a niche that black people would say. Like, his style of comedy is based off of how he feels towards women and how he feels towards guys that are backdooria. Warranted. He's entitled to his opinion. I think that Donnell just screams. Like, I watched his special and it was mild sauce, dude. On top of, like, you've been doing this for how long and your first special is 30 minutes, nigga? Real strong comics are doing hours consistently. And you've been on the road forever. And within that road, are you really building a set? Because if so, you would have had multiple specials out. So I believe what Corey says is true. I like Corey, man. And I'm not saying that I don't like Donnell. I just think that Donnell yells a lot. Donnell reminds me of Sam Kinison without the skill. Just yelling for no reason. That's his style. But I'm trying to figure out, why did they decide to call live on the show? 100% for clicks and bait. Because if you really cared about the black community and y'all squashing shit, y'all could have called that shit off air. So they messy. And I mean, if that's what the show's about, then maybe I missed it, because I thought it was about something else. But that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So what y'all think? Y'all think Corey's better as a comedian than Donnell? Because, like, I seen Donnell was at they booed that nigga. It wasn't like the nigga was telling jokes, but either way, a boo is a boo, nigga. Donnell got booed, nigga. They said Corey had people walking out the show. I cannot confirm or deny, but I did see video of people leaving. And I do understand when you do comedy that's offensive, some people can't take it. This new age of PC culture is ridiculous. I remember, do you remember a time where Ricky Smiley used to do Lil Daryl? Do you remember a time where Jamie Foxx did Wanda? Something was wrong with Wanda. I don't care what nobody said. The eyes, the face, there was some shit going on. But do you see that? Do you know Eddie Murphy was talking about gay people? Like, there was a time when you were able to say how you felt and people either liked it or they didn't. There wasn't a bunch of uproar or people getting up and leaving. Like, if you're sensitive, stay your ass at home. A lot of people go to comedy shows and don't even know the person that's going to be headlining and don't do the research and then go there and go, how dare they? It's your fault, nigga. You should have done the research on the comedian that was coming into town. And I understand, we're just going to have a great night out. That fucking doesn't matter. But back to the subject at hand. Corey saying that a nigga was in between the legs of Diddy. Nigga, there's a camera. There's a picture. Kind of was doing that, nigga. That's kind of sus. Sus, as the young kids would say. I say suspect, but sus, nigga. And it's okay if you sus, nigga, just say it. If you sus, just let it be known to the world. You like penis. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. I like Corey as a comedian. I think Donnell is funny as as a Robin. 100% as Robin. He's no Batman. And Donnell, if he really was on a level, then he wouldn't respond. Because Corey said Dave Chappelle was trash, that he be bombing, that he be spending hours upon hours on stage and don't be getting laughs. And I have not heard Chappelle respond once. And Corey stopped talking about it. That's what happens when you don't respond to a nigga. But when you respond to a nigga, fuel for the fire. Who would you think would win if they had a versus comedy, 15 minutes for one person, 15 minutes for another person? Who do you think would do better? I think that if it was a crowd of all women, it would be a fair playing field because Donnell ugly as shit and the women don't want to be with this nigga. And Corey gonna talk shit about the ladies and half the room gonna be fucking pissed off. But we'll have to see. I know there's no real structure for a comedy roast, or not a roast, but a comedy battle. I don't know how they would do that. I mean, you could put it on pay-per-view and see if niggas will pay for it. I think niggas will pay for it. That's just me. Turning into getting some money. But I do think Donnell is mild. And I do think Corey he has like one genre of comedy and he sticks to it because he does it well. But I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And we're going to do more of these because Corey be popping, nigga. All right, peace.